I'm definitely a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
I believe in him wholeheartedly. And
Tell me why.
Because our economy was better. I
Dude.
had money in my pocket.
Dude, she's like, I believe in Trump wholeheartedly. I had 16 more teeth when Trump was in office. Trump left office, and I lost all my goddamn teeth. Dude, what? Oh my God, bro. She's waiting on that Trump dental. Holy shit.
I had money in my pocket. I wasn't spending $5 a gallon for diesel. We run a small business, and it's important. Fuel, energy is important.
Energy.
So the numbers
Teeth
show
are
that
important.
the economy is better, but you're not feeling it?
No, I don't believe in their numbers. They lie.
Oh, they lie.
No, that's what the...
I check myself, and they lie.
Oh, I checked myself. She's like, yeah, I broke out my economy booklet. You know what I mean? She uses diesel, of course.
So tell me.
How so? Well, like they say the economy's better. It's not.
Oh, okay.
Immigrants being over here is fine as long as they come legally.
Oh,
And we
okay.
vet them. And we know who is riding beside us in our vehicles.
Who is riding beside us? She's like, when I fill my car up with diesel, and then there's a brown-skinned person next to me, they must be a murderer, and this is what my economy booklet told me. Jesus!
Our laws. They don't speak our language. How can they communicate properly? It's not safe for them, and it's not safe for us. I'm definitely a Trump.
Dude, like, how many conversations has she had? She's talking about these mythical immigrant beasts that don't, speak our language. Like, wow, dude. Dude, that is some shit, bro. Oh my God, dude. Time Magazine. I have some fucking issues with this, guys. I really do. With Time making Donald Trump Person of the Year, like, I get it. They were going to make whoever won the presidency Person of the Year or whatever, and the Person of the Year, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just saying the person with the big impact. But I fundamentally have an issue with this guy running an openly racist campaign. It was openly racist. It was openly misogynist. He's an adjudicated sexual abuser. He is got all these criminal charges, and he's not the Person of the Year. He's the asshole of the year. And it's a stain on American society that we voted for this fucking piece of shit. It is, dude. It's a stain on America. American exceptionalism is dead, guys. It is dead, bro. Because this guy is like, he just ain't it. And sure, he won the election, but dude, he's not a good person. He's a terrible human being. He is a terrible, despicable, thin-skinned, traumatized human being that doesn't communicate well and doesn't have any real concern for humanity. He's selfish and narcissistic and combative and mean. And the fact that Time will celebrate him just because he's viral, this is why the CEO of United Healthcare got shot. Because we will value anything that has an impact, even if that impact is harmful and negative and disastrous and bad for all of us. It doesn't matter. You will get rewarded for simply making an impact. And this is really shitty. What happens right off the bat is this motherfucker admits that he's not lowering grocery prices. He can't lower grocery prices. And we know Maga, we know they said they were voting for grocery prices, but they weren't. They were voting because he's a despicable piece of shit. That's why people voted for him. People are angry and hateful at trans people and at immigrants and at women and at people of color. They're mad at equity and the fact that white people don't have as much power as they had in the 50s. And so they voted for him because he's just going to shit on everybody. And they lied about being concerned about groceries and bacon and all that shit. Dude, look at this. 86 years later, bro. Dude, they had Hitler as Person of the Year, guys. Time did. Time made Hitler the Person of the Year, bro. And they did it again, boss, because Trump is a modern day Hitler. He's not killed 6 million people yet, and hopefully he doesn't get the chance to, but he's definitely caused as much harm or intends to cause as much harm as pre-World War II Hitler did. Hitler didn't jump right to the gas chambers. He started with simply demonizing the homosexual men and transgender people, and then he moved on to the Jewish people. Trump has started with the transgender people and the immigrants. That's where you start. But, dude, it's despicable. They're talking about the groceries. If the prices of groceries don't come down, will your presidency be a failure? Now, look at that. What kind of question is that? If the prices of groceries don't come down, will your presidency be a failure? Now, why isn't the question, when are the prices of groceries going to come down? You promised they were coming down. When do we expect them to come down? And by how much? Let's go on the record. You know, your campaign promise. But the question instead is, if they don't come down, will that mean you're a failure? And he says, I don't think so. Look, they got them up. I'd like to bring them down. It's hard to bring things down once they're up. So look at what he says there. He basically said, well, they made the prices go up, and once they make them go up, it's really hard to bring them down. But wait a sec, your whole campaign was about your magical ability to bring them down, buddy. You know, it's very hard, but I think that they will. I think that energy is going to bring them down. He says, I think that energy is going to bring them down. Before, it was a guarantee. Remember, he said our energy bills are going to be cut in half within a year. He says, I think a better supply chain is going to bring them down. You know, the supply chain is still broken. It's broken. You see it. You go out to the docks, you see all these containers. What is he talking about, dude? There's always containers at the docks. I passed the docks. I've never seen anything like it. I saw containers, they'd come off and they'd be taken away. And I'd see this for years. And I look down, I see containers that are 12, 13, 14 containers. It's like crazy. No, the supply chain is broken. What is he even talking about? Dude, like, he says he sees containers, but he doesn't say what he sees, bro. Oh my God, dude. But yes, the prices are not coming down. And what's more, one thing we did get from Trump today, guys, he said, yeah, I don't think prices are coming down, but this is a commitment. They're going to cut corporate taxes. They already cut them down to 21%, and now they're going to take them down to 15%. So Amazon and Walmart and Home Depot and AT&T and United Healthcare and every corporation out there is getting lower taxes. And every single corporation out there is not going to raise wages. They're not going to hire more workers. They're not going to give you any more money. They're not going to give you a cut of the profits. They're going to take the money they make and they're going to do stock buybacks and they're going to elevate their shareholder price so Trump and J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel and all these rich motherfuckers can get wealthier and wealthier. And we're going to get fucked with higher grocery prices and higher gas prices and higher energy prices and higher home prices because the corporations are going to buy up all the houses. And this guy says lowering corporate taxes will benefit individuals indirectly by stimulating economic growth. And it's like, no, it won't. It has never stimulated economic growth. It has stimulated wealthy people getting more wealthy. That's all it's ever stimulated. That's it. The trickle-down theory. We're about to get pissed on.
No.
Dude, that is hilarious, bro. Oh my God, dude. That's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
The obvious issue is going to be the economy.
Issues you care most about? Economy.
The economy.
Is a top issue for you? Why?
I mean, I'm working and I live alone, so that's a big part for me.
Men want to be in control of their own
Dude,
destiny.
the economy. Got to get those prices down. Oh, wait. Prices aren't coming down. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer because I voted for Trump for lower prices. But now that we're not getting lower prices, at least we got all the racism and the sexism and the xenophobia, right? So it's not a total loss. I turned 55 this year in 2024. I've been around since 1969. And guess what, guys? The prices have never gone down. Ever. Everything is more expensive now than it was 20 years ago, than it was 20 years before that, than it was 20 years before that. Because capitalism is about escalating profits. So the prices are always going to go up. Groceries keep going up. Housing keeps going up. And as long as we allow Elon Musk to collect all the bananas while the rest of us fucking starve, bro, we're never going to have prices go down. We're never going to have any real wealth. Wow.
What did you vote for? What did you vote for?
They voted for racism and misogyny is what they voted for.
To be allowed to vote in any election, you should be able to pass an economics test. I feel like that should just be a rule. Are people allowed to vote on the economic future of our country without understanding anything about it? Obviously, I'm joking, okay? But you get what I'm saying. You should also be able to prove why you are voting for the candidate that you are voting for.
Dude, she's got a fucking 5-pound cross on her neck.
Factual evidence instead of Instagram headlines and media that is just shoved in people's faces from celebrities. I feel like that's just common sense. This should be tested. When someone comes up and says, what's your favorite policy? Or
yeah, if you say you're voting for Trump, there is no policy. He doesn't have any policies. Tell me, what is Trump's healthcare policy? Anyone? 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 Dude.
What will this specific candidate do for our country? You should be able to give an answer without stuttering. Sometimes that's just so funny to me. I 1000% respect everyone's personal opinion. I could care less who people are voting for, and that would never make me look at someone differently.
Well, yeah, because we know you're a right-winger. We know with your little fancy eyebrows and your wonderful nail job with your white turd artwork behind you, we know that you're a right-winger. You've got a 7-pound gold cross hanging around your neck. And we know that you would sit at the table with Nazis and be like, oh, you believe in exterminating all the people? Oh, that sounds really interesting. Well, I disagree with that, but will you please pass me the fucking Egg McMuffins? Thank you. And I'm sorry, we don't do that. You vote for concentration camps. You vote for harming transgender people. Like, f*** off. You're inhumane. And not only that, but you're fucking liars. Because you vote for different rules for other people. You'll vote for a party and a candidate that will drop the hammer on transgender people while treating them differently when they're in his private little club. You're disingenuous and you're scummy. You're inhumane. And off. We're going to hold you responsible. We're going to freeze you out. We're going to boot your ass.
But just have your reasonings behind it and get educated, people. I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling on, but
dude, she does not put any fucking research. We know there's no research. There might be a boob job happening. I think she may have put a boob job into the mix, but I don't think there's any research coming from her, bro. Oh shit, boss. This video is crazy, dude. Look at him. He's in France for this was for the Notre Dame opening. And this video is so crazy because he's sitting there all alone and everybody is just sort of staring at him because nobody likes him. Nobody does. Vladimir Putin likes him. Kim Jong-un likes him. The fucking MBS of Saudi Arabia likes him because they can pay him off. But most everybody in the world hates this man. And they all would have been totally fine if that bullet had been 6 inches to the right. Every world leader would have silently rejoiced. Nobody likes him. His own wife doesn't even like him. She didn't even campaign with him because he's a disgusting, despicable, trashy human being. Look at everybody. They're all looking at him. Look at this. You see that? You see how they're all just staring at him? Dude, they think he did shit himself, bro. Nobody with him. Everyone's just sort of looking at him and laughing at him. They're just disgusted by him because he's a disgusting individual, bro. He is such a pig, dude.
I'm voting for Donald Trump because in 2017, 2018, like, I only make 70 grand a year. I was way better off. I have student debt. I make 70 grand a year. Like, I thought that was going to get forgiven. That's why I would have voted for him, and it didn't happen. So, like, I'm just tired of voting for people that aren't going to do shit.
He says he only makes 70 grand a year, only, But he also said he thought he was going to get his student debt canceled, and it didn't happen. So he's voting for Trump. But like, why didn't your student debt get canceled there, buddy? Oh, yeah, it's because of Trump and the Republicans. So you voted for the people who prevented your student debt from getting canceled. Dude, you can't make it up, bro. You just can't make up how fucking dumb these guys are.
Thank God.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what that is, dude. I mean, we know people who voted for Trump are dumb as shit, okay? We know this. We need to be vocal, and we need to not bury our heads in the sand. And you need to resist. And we need to call out our fellow Democrats who are not resisting. I've been making a lot of Maga videos about these Maga people, and there is definitely a problem with Maga people. It's like they don't see everybody as the same validity. Maga people see their own as legitimate, and then everybody else is just not legitimate. There's like a weird thing that happens where, you know, they'll say, like, I support everyone, but you can tell, like, if they look at a room full of people that are not MAGA, they just sort of look through everyone. They'll be like, oh, I support transgender people, but just keep them out of the bathroom, and I don't ever want to see one. They're like, oh, I'm worried about the economy. Did you see my $700 manicure? Like, look what I just did. I just spent $1,000 on my, you know, mermaid tips. My white mermaid, all the mermaids on my fingers are white, and I spent $1,000 on them, but I'm really concerned that I can't afford eggs now because I have a brand new fucking Cybertruck out in the driveway, and I'm really bummed out that bacon was 50 cents more because I just bought a $117,000 Cybertruck. And like, man, I really think the Mexicans down the street are the reason why my bacon was so expensive. Oh.